Yo, chat, all right, let me ask you a question. All right, real question for y'all. Real question. If I had an opportunity to do a stream with Drake or an interview with Drake, which one do y'all want? I think it's an easy question. A full stream with Drake, 3-hour stream, or a 3-hour interview? Which one would y'all want? I feel like it's obvious. Wow, I'm actually surprised by some of these answers. Chat. Oh, chat. I would take an hour interview with Drake over a 4-hour stream with Drake. Yo, a stream, a stream is like, again, I love streaming, but like, it's hard to play. Yo, a great interview is chess. It's chess. It's hard to do that on a stream. A stream, it's always like anytime you're going somewhere, it gets broken up by, oh, the chat said this. No. I think Drake will do streams. We got to see Drake do an in-depth interview. I'll let whoever get the stream. I want more than an hour though. 2-hour interview. I'll take a 2-hour interview with Drake over a 4-hour stream with Drake. You know why? A stream with Drake gonna be able to spin you. He got his butler. Yo, come over here, let's pour some shots. Yo, let's gamble on stake. He gonna do mad things. You ain't getting no questions really answered. You gotta sit with him and rap with him. We're like, he's trying to bob and weave certain questions. And I'm not saying that he's like a ducker or nothing like that, but you could at least get like some actual answers. You know what I mean? Like actual answers. I'm telling you, got to be an interview. I would take that. Anyway, okay, we'll just go down some topics that's happening right now. So Drake and Central Cee, the Which One song, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I do think it's cool. It's actually expected to debut at number 7 on next week's Billboard Hot 100 charts. That's only over the weekend of tracking. I think that's good. Which, by the way, what did I miss debut? I don't know. They said it would become Drake record extending 84th top 10 career hit. And also, by the way, shout out to who just sent that donation in. That's a great point you're making. Really great point. Really great point. You're saying people don't understand the value of an interview. King Trayvon, thank you for the 5, said, these kids don't understand the value of an interview. Attention span is dead. Yeah, the thing with you being on stream, it could be like, oh, let's do some like funny stuff. And like people are highly entertained, right? Like if me and Drake had a dance battle, I'll be like, oh shit, Ak and Drake had a dance battle. But the true worth in what I do and the true things I would hope you would value from Drake is not seeing Drake doing some fucking dance battle like he's in, remember that video he did with Chris Breezy? No, you want some real questions. You want some real answers. You don't want him to duck and weave. You want, and I think that's the thing about streaming. Streaming is allowed, artists used to go on interviews to try to showcase their personality. Here's the thing. Unless you're like the Baby and a few other people, most of these interviews are like interrogations. So unless you're like really malleable and like you're one of those guys like the Baby, like your personality is not going to come out if you don't really want to answer questions. So you know what these guys do? Like look at SZA. SZA don't want to do a sit down interview. SZA goes on Kai's stream and plays a bunch of games. And that's really good because I do think streamers have given, like for example, I'll give an example. I seen DDG and Offset, they're on like a yacht or something like that, right? They're on a yacht, right? And they're shooting a music video. Put it like this. Offset, no. Offset my man's too. Like he's my man, so please don't get weird. Offset, no. By the way, I've talked about it with Offset. Offset literally said, he could be lying. Rappers lie. He said, Ak, when this roll out, I'm not doing too many interviews. I want to sit with you. I could do a stream with Offset and have him walk around looking cool, flexing his muscles, doing shit, throwing money in the air. That's cool. But we need some answers from Offset. What's going on with you and Quavo, my brother? What's his current status of the Migos, my brother? What's going on with you and Stephon Diggs and Cardi B? And what's going on with you and QC? And where are you at? Like, there's a lot of questions we have to ask. So, for me, again, streams are amazing, but like a lot of times streams are, it's more about the interaction between the individual, the streamer and the individual, rather than getting qualitative like answers that you could build off, right? They have a song together? Okay.
Is that? This recording and shit she giving fine. I light up my wrist, this Elliot, it's 300.
Okay. Anyway, so I get that. Oral Phillips says, won't matter. He's canceling shows due to low sales, so he has time. Who's canceling shows? Wait, who's canceling shows? You talking about Drake? Drake's not canceling shows. That Australia thing, he told, well, again, instead of just being a parrot for these rappers, I'll tell you what they say, and then I'm going to tell you can believe it or not. But that's what they told me, right? Drake said the Australia shit, all them tickets were sold. It's just that there was going to be, I forgot what he was going to do, but he had to sit in Australia for like 12 days or like 17 days. Financially, it wasn't making sense because they had to pay everybody. There's hundreds of people that's on this tour team per diem every day. And he was just going to have to stay in Australia for like 2 weeks to wait for this next part of the tour. And he was just like, nah, he's not doing it. So I don't know. That's what he told me, but who cares? I don't know. Listen, if you want to have a narrative that, Drake can't sell tickets or whoever, who cares? All I know is